right, this is the top story at this hour. Karnataka Chief Minister Siddaramaiah has now returned to the Union Minister for Urban Affairs, Narendra Singh Tomar, and this is what he wants. He says that he's compelled to give out orders to ask Namma Metro officials to redesign signages without Hindi language. The language war is brewing as Karnataka is heading for polls. Karnataka Chief Minister has said the centre's three-language formula is not reasonable. It has asked the centre to review its decision. So now, Namma Metro signages will have Kannada and will also have English, but no more Hindi on these signages. He also adds that protests have now started taking a violent turn, with activists trying to deface metro signages. Siddaramaiah in his letter has also claimed that the insistence on use of Hindi can be counterproductive and sentiments of residents of Karnataka need to be respected. Well, he also spoke to my colleague Rohini Swami earlier on the language war brewing in the state. Take a listen.
Because Tamil Nadu does not have three languages, only Tamil and English. But Kerala is having three languages. So now I have requested the concerned officers and the concerned minister to look into the matter.
But the centre says that they would prefer three languages to be used, the state language, English and Hindi.
Hindi is not a national language.
It
is one of the official
languages.
It is one of the official languages.
But does that mean that you are not going to allow Hindi at all in the state of Karnataka?
But we need not. There is no compulsion on the state government to put Hindi also one of the languages, in addition to the Kannada and the English.
Are you anti-Hindi?
No, I am not anti-Hindi. I am not against any language, as a matter of fact. But we have to respect the sentiments of the people, Karnataka people. So that is why then what I said is the central government should not impose Hindi on non-Hindi states.
So you're against the imposition of Hindi, especially?
Yes, I am against imposition of Hindi.
All right, let me go across to my colleague Nolan, who's joining us. Nolan, the Karnataka Chief Minister has told Rohini that he's against the imposition of Hindi as a language. But where's the question of imposition coming? If the Namma Metro could have language as English, which is again from the colonial masters, you could have English language displayed on the signage. What's wrong with having Hindi language, an Indian language as well?
Well, this is interesting question, because this is exactly what people ask. All right, fine, we don't want a three-language policy, but what's it with English? Because suddenly, or all of a sudden, even the pro-Kannada activists are all right now with English, because earlier they had a problem with English. They said they only wanted Kannada. But now when you take Hindi and English, they're suddenly saying that, okay, we do not want Hindi, but we're all right with English. So the ones who do not understand Kannada, of course, right, read and speak English, so that will be easier for them, the ones who come from outside the state, or even the ones in the state who can't understand or read Kannada. So that's happening as of now here, and he very clearly states that it is not essential. This is what he has exactly stated in his letter to Urban Affairs Minister Narendra Singh Tomar. He says that the centre's three-language policy is not reasonable, and that the use of Hindi in signages is not essential. And unfortunately, or we do not know what, PMRCL authorities have relented. Now we must remember, because they were threatened. The pro-Kannada activists, the Kannada Development Authority, stated that things would go out of hand if they do not follow this, because the people are demanding this. So Chief Minister Siddaramaiah is now basically taking sort of shelter in that way, saying that if you do not do this, there might be law and order issues, and hence we are forced to do this. We are compelled, is the word that he has used.
No, but who's compelling him? Because as far as Kannada Development Authority is concerned, their job is to implement, monitor and evaluate programs for Kannada development. If Hindi as a language is displayed on these signages, how does it not promote Kannada as well? Because you do have Kannada language displayed there. And on top of it, the question remains the same. No opposition for English language, which is also a hangover from a colonial past. No opposition there, but you would target another language as an Indian language. And we're talking about a state which is the IT hub of India. In Bengaluru, there are many people from outside Kannada who come and work, many North Indians as well working there. So can we stop having this language divide? Is this not going to be cumbersome for people who are working from other parts of the state in Karnataka?
Well, what they say is you don't have people just from North India. You have people coming from Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, Kerala. So can we expect to put all the languages, Malayalam, Tamil, Telugu, Bengali, Assamese? This is what the pro-Kannada activists, when I asked one of them, actually told me that. He says, we can't do that. If you want to just put, why only Hindi? This is what they say. Put all the 22 languages, they say, because Hindi is not the national language. It's an official language. So if you're putting Hindi, then put all the 22 languages. Then we are fine with it. Not just Hindi. So
in fact, Nolan, perhaps he can take a cue from Hyderabad, which is setting another precedent of using 4 languages, not only Telugu and English, but Hindi and Urdu as well. And that's the kind of pluralism that needs to be reflected by the state government instead of trying to create a language debate. It's coming in a state where the government is already under fire for its prisons turning into VVIP cells for convicts like Sasikala. Nothing being done about it. Only the officials who raise the banner are shunted from one place to the other. But when it comes to a language war, this is the proactive stance that we're seeing from the Congress-led government, which is also looking at polls around the corner. The chairman of Kannada Development Authority has now written to the Chief Minister stating that first preference should be given to Kannadigas, or else it would amount to violation of a Sarojini Mahishi report that states that there should be 100% reservation for Kannadigas in state and public sector units. So it's not just the language war, but also regionalism, where the Siddaramaiah as Chief Minister knows that he's lost the public mandate, going ahead and demanding a separate flag for the state as well.